I'm Minnesota Supreme Court Justice Paul Thissen. I would be honored to earn your vote to retain the seat I hold on the court. I'm running because I care deeply about Minnesota. I have a long record of serving this state and its people as a judge, a lawyer, a legislator. I'm running because the Minnesota Supreme Court deals with matters that impact Minnesotans' lives in the most fundamental ways, and it's a job I take very seriously. To listen to every person's story with an open mind, to treat them fairly and with respect, to dig deep into the law and make it as clear as possible for Minnesotans, to protect Minnesotans' constitutional rights and the rule of law, and to hold the powerful accountable. I believe that I've done that, and I want to continue serving Minnesota in that way. I'm running because the preamble to our United States Constitution says our purpose as a nation, as a people, is to establish justice, and that means for everyone. I've cared passionately my whole career about the need to make sure everyone gets a fair shake. We do not yet live up to that ideal in Minnesota, and I'm running because I want to move us closer to fulfilling that promise. When you consider which judicial candidate to vote for, think about those characteristics that give you confidence that the candidate will exercise good judgment, because that's what judges do, exercise judgment. When I think about those qualities, I'm reminded of the values my public school teacher parents taught me growing up in Bloomington. Work hard, be fair and compassionate, respect others and listen to their viewpoints, act with integrity, be curious about the world. Those are the same qualities that make a good judge and that I bring to my work on the court. Experience also matters. Before my appointment to the court, I worked as a lawyer for 25 years, arguing cases before the Minnesota appellate courts as a public defender and representing individuals and Minnesota businesses large and small. And I always took the time, hundreds and hundreds of hours, to represent for free clients who were vulnerable and who could not afford a lawyer, including victims of domestic abuse and families with kids who have disabilities. Consider a candidate's basic legal principles. I believe our courts must preserve democracy and the power of our communities to solve their own problems. As a justice, I've upheld local efforts to raise wages and improve access to health care and housing. I take seriously my oath to uphold the Constitution. I'm committed to preserving Minnesotans' individual rights both under the U.S. Constitution and the Minnesota State Constitution, which itself is a broad and robust source of individual rights to dignity, privacy, and equal protection under the law. Finally, judges should live up to the highest professional and ethical standards. My opponent in this race has been criminally convicted of obstructing the legal process and was suspended from the practice of law for unethical professional conduct. That record speaks to her ability to exercise the kind of good judgment that we should demand from a justice on the Minnesota Supreme Court. Each of you has the power to cast a vote and help select who sits on the Minnesota Supreme Court. Exercise your power by turning over the ballot and casting your vote. And I respectfully ask for your support.